A week into spring, it's closing day on the inner track, and we just can't get away from old man winter. Overcast skies, snow flurries throughout the afternoon on this March 28th, Saturday afternoon. We hope you're doing okay wherever you are as we welcome you aboard the Aqueduct Insider. It's Jason Blewitt, Maggie Wolfendale, and Maggie, a week into spring, a week out from Wood Day. I figured you'd be in the paddock in a light jacket with the sun beaming down on you.
No, I needed my parka and my big furry hat today. It was freezing out there, Jay, but once again, we were racing. The snow luckily didn't stick to the ground, and hopefully it's behind us.
And we've got a big show lined up. We hope it's behind us. Of course, Wednesday is opening day, this coming Wednesday, April 1st, on the main track. It'll kick off Wood Week. More on that as the show progresses. We go abroad, in fact, a few thousand miles over to the deserts of Dubai. A big day in the game in this country. But what about Maidan and a 14-1 upset? The oldest horse to ever win a Dubai World Cup. It was Prince Bishop, the 8-year-old, upsetting California Chrome and Lee, 17-1.
Yeah, Prince Bishop, he had one of the more interesting trips, and he was last, he was wide, and then once William Blewitt got him into the clear, he just cruised around the rest of the field and proved too good for the other Americans, the two Americans, California Chrome and Lee, finishing second and third. And it just goes to show you that it helps when you've raced at a place and know the nuances of a racetrack, and the horse has gotten fit there. And it's interesting, following in his grandfather's footsteps, a grandson of Dubai Millennium.
Right, who, I mean, if you don't succeed, try again is the old adage. This was the 4th Dubai World Cup appearance for Prince Bishop, and his 5th World Cup night, as 2 years ago he ran in the Shima. Longevity, the name of his game, and he shocked the world at 17-1. We'll see what the Americans do as the dust settles out at Maidan. It worked out and was a different story, however, with the sprinters in the Golden Shaheen, as Bob Baffert, who was not on hand but watched via simulcast, his game sprinter, Secret Circle, get it done in the Golden Shaheen.
Well, as he likes to call it, I'm sure he was watching from his grade 1 couch, and he picked up another one here. His Secret Circle finally broke that 6-race losing streak. I'm going back to the 2013 Breeders' Cup Sprint was the last time we saw him win. And I mean, just a great performance by him. The Dana what's her name?
Dana Barnes.
Barton, thank you. Dana Barnes was just saying how well this horse was doing over there, and she was quite bullish about it, and it really paid off.
And we'll see. Metropolitan Handicap, maybe a potential start for Secret Circle, emerging second half of the year on Belmont Stakes Day for Bob Baffert. Salute those amigos, a disappointing effort, checking in a well-beaten 8th in that race for David Jacobson. Let the stories begin. Shrouded in mystery no more, Muftahij. Well, he took the dirt once again. In fact, he's unbeaten, or he's actually won 4 or 5 races on the dirt. He earned 100 Kentucky Derby points for this win in the UAE Derby, and 35 days from right now, he should be in the starting gate on the first Saturday in May.
Exactly. Talking with trainer Mike DeCock, he has taken down several of these UAE Derbies, but this one sounds as though he is ready to bring him to Kentucky for the run for the Roses. Mid-April, I think he has a flight already booked for Muftahij, and he looked very good in winning. Still a bit green, still on his wrong lead, kind of wondering about, but he pulled away from the rest of the 3-year-olds today.
Arazi, Johannesburg, I think of those top-class Euros who have made their way over to Kentucky, to the Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs. We'll see. It adds a lot of flavor in that build-up for the run for the Roses. Well, closer to home, or at least down at Palm Beach Downs, with his sights set on the Big A, is Far From Over, who breezed a half-mile at Palm Beach Downs at 48-4 in company with 2 weeks off for trainer Todd Pletcher as he preps for the Wood.
Yeah, we're checking out his Withers win, which was very eventful, to say the least, and actually won with ease over eventual Gotham winner El Kabir here. 48-4, just kind of a maintenance breeze for him down at Palm Beach Downs, and he'll be heading north very shortly. And we'll see if he can take down the field. You got to think that he might be the projected favorite against El Kabir. It'll be interesting to see who winds up on top as far as the betting is concerned.
And you've also got Daredevil, that is, from the same trainer as Todd Pletcher's won 2 of the last 3 runnings of the Wood Memorial and 3 victories in the Wood overall. The card of the other Grade 1 race, there's 5 stakes in all on Wood Day. The Carter's the 2nd Grade 1 on the card, and the Big Beast, who's already got a Grade 1 win on this circuit, well, he'll be making his Aqueduct debut, winner of the Kettle 1 Kings Bishop last summer, upstate for Tony Dutrow.
He captured a lot of attention because of his name, because of his size, and because of his pre-race antics. But he finally put it all together here for Tony Duccio. This was kind of the takeoff point to his career in this Grade 1 King's Bishop last year at Saratoga. His performance last time off of the layoff at Oaklawn was very impressive. He's been training up here now. He arrived about a week to 10 days ago, and he looks to be on course to take down the Carter.
Dad's Caps, last year's Carter winner, is planning to defend his title. You've got Clearly Now, a good one for Brian Lynch. I know you're a fan of that horse. Palace may reemerge for Linda Rice, and Misconnect. It's coming up a pretty solid field.
It is, and a lot of horses coming off layoffs, so that'll be interesting to see how they do and how they handle coming back with little conditioning heading into a Grade 1 race that always comes up pretty tough.
And they'll play part in that $500,000 guaranteed late pick 4 this coming Saturday. Wood Day, a card, in fact, that will be drawn this coming Wednesday. We hope you'll download the past performances Wednesday evening. But we had some unfinished business today on the inner track. 9 races. That was the magic number heading to that first race post of 1:20 p.m. The snow flurries out in full force as this field of 3-and-up filly mare maidens makes their way up the backstretch with John and Brielle in the booth.
Who comes away with the early lead. Susie's a Cowgirl, Katai, Avalanche Girl, those 3 are all together, and Revolve moves up down at the rail. Plainer is now back running in 6th. They head up the backstretch, and it is Relax with a 3/4 length lead over the even money favorite Avalanche Girl. And the opening quarter mile was run in 23 3/5 seconds. Into the far turn. Relax leads here by a neck. Avalanche Girls on the outside in 2nd. Then it's a break of 2.5 to Revolve in 3rd. On the outside is Katai, followed by Susie's a Cowgirl and Plainer. Quarter of a mile out. Relax on the inside, Avalanche Girl on the outside. And it is Relax who is prevailing here. Relax has built a 3-length lead. Avalanche Girl couldn't keep up. On the outside is Revolve, along with Katai. Relax in front, and it will be Relax with a front-running victory here. It's going to be tight for 2nd at the end, and it's a photo for 2nd between Revolve and Katai.
She's named Relax, but there's been no letdown from this barn. Trainer Jimmy Jerkins, assistant Steve Moyer, white hot. 3 wins in 3 days, and she never had an anxious moment in the first.
Maybe that's what Steve Moyer is saying to Jimmy Jerkins. Relax, man. I got it up here. And like you said, teaming up with Angel Arroyo for their 3rd win in the same amount of days. And Relax looked good here. I mean, the Chad Brown horse didn't run quite as well as I expected, but Revolve looks to be a promising daughter of Heartspun for Kieran McLaughlin. So I think this filly has a right to move forward off this win.
Putting it all together at the ripe old age of 5. This was only her 3rd career start to date. Daughter of Smart Strike, owned and bred by Peter Blum. And how does one final late pick 4 on the inner track this winter sound? We're in spring. It felt like winter. We'll talk about it, we'll view it, and we'll have Johnny I upstairs after we send it to break here on Aqueduct Insider. The flowers in bloom on this chilly Saturday, a week into spring at the Big A. That main track on the outside of the inner. The place will be on Wednesday, and the Wood Memorial up. It'll be a big day. The Big A was no doubt buzzing today. A big crowd, no matter what floor you were on, and the place was rocking from before the card began because of those made-on races. And on Saturday, we'll have that $400 buy-in live money handicapping contest. You can't go wrong. Got to spend Wood Day right here at Aqueduct.
Yeah, you kind of feel like today was a bit of a prelude to what is to come for this coming Saturday, and the place gets packed on Wood Day, and a great crowd out here, so I'm really excited.
People don't realize our much maligned track. We love the Big A. It's the backbone of the industry here, at least in New York, and we continue on our 6-month stint. We also continue on, speaking of 6, well, it's race number 6. We'll jumpstart the guaranteed late pick 4. Solid-looking group of New York-bred 3-and-up maidens as we go back to Johnny I.
And they're off. Suck it up, Buster shows first, Crescent Street, and True Bet on the outside. Candid Desire runs in between horses in fourth. Organic Gemini down at the rail in fifth, and it's XXX along with Ulations. Toddy Royer on the far outside, followed by Blue Shark in ninth. Then Stone Crab in 10th, and Disco Joey trails the field in 11th. And the quarter was running 23 and 3/5 seconds. Suck it up, Buster leads here by a head. True Bet now draws right alongside, and the two of them are heads apart, and sitting right behind is Candid Desire in third. It's almost 5 lengths back to Crescent Street and Ulations, and Organic Gemini moving up now in between horses and into fourth, but still with a lot to do. The half in 47 seconds, and they're in the stretch, and it is True Bet and Suck It Up Buster. Candid Desire on the outside. Organic Gemini continues to close, but they're inside the 8th pole. Here comes Candid Desire on the outside of True Bet. Organic Gemini down towards the rail. The three of them come for the finish. Candid Desire, Organic Gemini, look like Candid Desire got it. Candid Desire and Organic Gemini in that photo for win.
Couple Big A veterans teaming up for the win at a big price, $34.60. Gary Siaka, the winning trader, and CeCe Lopez aboard this colt by Yes It's True. And CeCe, of course, 7 days from now aboard El Kabir in the TwinSpires.com Wood Memorial.
I think it's great that they have given CeCe the shot aboard this horse. He's done nothing wrong with El Kabir. And looking at Candid Desire, well, he did nothing wrong with him today, as this one added blinkers. And you gotta think that if Organic Gemini did not win today, he's just going to be that eternal bridesmaid type.
He doesn't have early speed. He had that tough inside post in a big field, had a lot of work to do. Game Runner always puts in a bid, fell short, and again, maybe he's the kind of horse you're going to want to bet against next time out at a short price. Race number 8 is where we are heading next. We stay with the State Breds. We're over to the fillies and mares, though, with a group of older girls, in fact, ready to rock and roll, gunning for a top prize of $57,000 as we go back to Johnny I.
Trails the field in 8th. It is Kitty Ride with the lead through an opening quarter in 23 seconds. Kitty Ride by a length and a half, and Moldavite is in second. Quit Smoking at the rail. My One Love on the outside. They're together third and fourth. Saharan Serenade looks to pick it up from fifth, 5 lengths from the front. Farther back, it's Over My Head and Edith, and then Mabry's Girl. Kitty Ride challenged here by Moldavite on the outside, and just in behind is Quit Smoking down towards the rail. Then My One Love. Saharan Serenade is coming on the outside. Here comes Saharan Serenade to take over. Saharan Serenade is in front with a 16th to the wire. My One Love moves to second. Moldavite is third. It's Saharan Serenade, a 4-length winner. My One Love finished second. And Moldavite.
Quietly a good run on this inner track for trader John Toscano, and he's gotten the best out of Saharan Serenade, 2 consecutive wins over the inner oval.
Yeah, and going in, I almost felt, I'm sure you did too, looking at this, that she could have been at a shorter price, considering all the speed on paper. But once again, Eric Donovan hits it right on the head with her price, which she went off at 5-2. And I mean, yes, the race fell into her lap, but then again, John Toscano had her ready to go and pairs together wins.
And she likes running on cold days. Broke her maiden on the 1st of March in what was like a Sunday blizzard. Today, not as much snow, but a chilly afternoon in Queens. And Saharan Serenade with those blue blinkers and blue silks, a Brand Jam stable, was much the best over the beaten 7-5 favorite, My One Love. Everything else on this inner track finale, let's see. We send it up to Johnny for the calls of 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9.
Charlie, and down at the rail is Fratello del Nord. The half in 48-2. Scorpion's Touch has a 5-length lead. Master Key now in second. It's Scorpion Touch in front. The lead is 4 lengths. Master Key continues to move up on the outside. Scorpion's Touch trying to hang in there for another 16th. Here comes Master Key. Scorpion's Touch. Master Key takes over and wins it at the end. The even money favorite by almost 2 lengths. The one to catch with a 1/4 of a mile to the finish. Kleptocrat is under the whip in second. Kimmy's Lucky Star is third. Sole opposition at the rail. Here comes Kleptocrat up now to take over the lead from Desert Spirit. And Kleptocrat's in front. Kleptocrat is the leader. Sole opposition moving up in between horses. Kimmy's Lucky Star on the outside. Desert Spirit at the rail. It's Kleptocrat by 3. Sole opposition was second. Pretty close for third between Kimmy's Lucky Star. Console's Gotta Go. Here's Grandpa Len right alongside now, and Every Dog Has His Day on the outside. Grandpa Len now the leader. Every Dog Has His Day moves to second. Console's Gotta Go, and on the outside is Agma. Grandpa Len urged along here by jockey Jeremy Rose, and Grandpa Len delivers at 2-5. Every Dog Has His Day was second. Then Agma still there. 3/4 in 1, 15 and 2. No Nukes at the rail. Life's Aurora's all out on the outside. Johnny Star in third, and Charitable is fourth with less than 1/8 of a mile to the finish. On the inside, it's No Nukes. On the outside, it's Life's Aurora. They've been 1-2 the entire way. They come down for the finish, and it is a photo finish between No Nukes and big long shot Life's Aurora. The heavy has a head in front. Petrocelli continues to battle on. Duke of the City, Petrocelli, they are right together. Futurazzo is in third. Then Matt and Jesse and back 40. Duke of the City with a new challenger here in Futurazzo on the outside. Here's Futurazzo to take over and win it at 15-1. Duke of the City second. Matt and Jesse was up for third. Petrocelli. The field is at the top of the stretch after a half in 48-1. Key Samoir on the outside has come away with the lead. A Cigar is just a cigar. Rallies down at the rail. And here comes Little Rocco. So it's Little Rocco. Key Samoir. A cigar is just a cigar. A cigar is just a cigar. Has the lead. A cigar is just a cigar. Wins the inner-track finale. Little Rocco was second, then Kisemois, and
an extra pick 6 day of study time, a carryover 29,000 plus one horse Maggie Ice Wagon. The Ice Wagon did not cometh for anybody in the nightcap. 29,000 plus, and he kind of got shuffled back down towards the inside and never was a serious threat in the last.
Yeah, exactly. You were going to have a cigar, though. If you had a cigar, it's just a cigar, because this pick 6 would have paid huge, considering we had Canada Desire and Futurazzo, who paid big today.
Indeed he did. The 9-year-old, the elder statesman in race 7. Well, we had an 8-year-old gelding win the $10 million Dubai World Cup. And what about the son of Roaring Fever, who was about to set his sights, lock in, and target the 2 on the front end, including the 4, the favorite, Duke of the City. Here he comes, green cap, and like the old pros do, he just finds a way to get it done.
Yeah, he's picked up career win number 12 in 60 lifetime starts. Gotta love the old boys that can get it done here, and he did, and he went off at 15-1. I mean, he was a bit overlooked in the wagering. Had a good rider in Manny Franco aboard, and got up for Greg Matisse.
Greg Matisse, the winning trainer, thank you very much. Why don't we get on to claims as people set their sights on the main track? We ran, in fact, in the race Futurazzo won our final 2-turn mile on the dirt until December of 2015 when we're back on the inner track. So we set our sights on the main, and, well, there wasn't a whole heck of a lot of people setting their sights on anybody today. Just 2 claims on the Saturday program.
You gotta wonder if Kimmy's Lucky Star, she might be heading north to Finger Lakes. But then I thought Duck Stock was a bit interesting by Dennis Lawman, who does a great job with very few horses. And when he reaches into claim one, it usually pays off. And you gotta think he's getting them ready for the turf.
And we're getting ready for the main track. Glenn Kozak and his boys, they will be off that main, I promise, by 1:20 on Wednesday with the Pick 6 carryover. A look back at this near 4-month meet when we come back.
Start your summer at the Belmont Stakes Racing Festival. 3 days of exciting racing action. $10 million on the line. Live music, entertainment, food vendors, and more. Get your tickets today.
And sunny inspired.
35 days out from the first Saturday in May, the Kentucky Derby. Well, that brings us 70 days out from the 147th running of the Belmont Stakes, the 3rd, final, longest, and oldest leg of the Triple Crown. Tickets on sale now at BelmontStakes.com. 3 days, 17 stakes, $10 million on the line. That will be an event and a week, in fact, leading up that will not to be missed at beautiful Belmont Park.
As it never is. You never want to miss the Belmont Stakes. And exactly, as you were saying, there's so many graded stakes on all 3 days. And I can't wait to see the Met Mile, which is one of the premier races for that older handicap division, which is going to happen on that first Saturday in June.
And will likely feature Shared Belief, who, as we speak, is gearing up for a potential start in the $1.5 million Charlestown Classic. But he has got his sights set on the Metropolitan Handicap. It is kind of funny even thinking how good Shared Belief is, and with his overall record and what he's done on the racetrack. California Chrome, now granted a $10 million purse, flew thousands of miles just to get away from him.
I know, exactly. And we're going to see Shared Belief, which I think is a very interesting move. His first step out of California is going to be at Charlestown. Not my first choice for a horse who doesn't seem to run turns very well. Right. He's going to have to do 3 at Charlestown, which is a bull ring. But I hope he comes out of the race unscathed and shows up here at Belmont, because I really think he'll like this track.
All right, let's move on to the Intertrack Stars. This is a meet that began, or was a meet that began on December 3rd for our top performers. These are the backbone horses. They're tough. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, they go out there. Many of them are blue collar, and that's why we love them. And how about Salute Those Amigos? Didn't work out in Dubai today, but his races on the Inter were sensational all winter long.
They really were. And it goes back to what I was saying, that training on a surface really helps. But I also got to give kudos to connections and the trainers of these horses who campaigned them here, but also trained them here. And it is tough. I mean, this winter was once again really bad. You came up with beachy, dry tracks. You came up with wet tracks and just cold air. And so a great job by David Jacobson to get Salute Those Amigos to rattle off 4 stakes wins with very high buyer numbers.
And he did it in the Big Apple, training every morning at Aqueduct. That was not the case with Far From Over, who got a little R&R, probably took out the sandals and the flip-flops as we go back to his win in the Withers here at the start of February. He began the winter with Todd Pletcher's string at Belmont Park. He's the number 2. He'll stumble so badly, and he'll win this race. But Far From Over, after this win, went down to Palm Beach Downs. But his win in the Withers was electrifying, and off it, he may be your favorite in Saturday's Wood Memorial.
Yeah, he's the lighter seasoned of what's going to be our top 3 horses with El Kabir and Carpe Diem. Daredevil, thank you, sorry. But he, like I said before, you know, horses shipping down to Florida and then coming back to the cold, it really seems to help him, especially with these younger horses. They do well. And
it seemed like not only did John Terranova not miss a beat with El Kabir, having to dance around and train around Mother Nature, he also got El Kabir to settle throughout the winter and shut himself off. As a 2-year-old, very headstrong. That's not the El Kabir we saw in the Gotham earlier this month.
And a great job, too, by his exercise rider, Simon Harris. You know, Simon's been on a lot of nice horses, so he knows how to get them ready and to really condition them, and as you were saying, to get them to relax. And he's a horse that they take out really late in the morning and with not many other horses around, and you can really kind of fiddle with a horse and it's his style and his demeanor.
CeCe Lopez, it's been a good story. He'll be aboard for Zayat Stables in Saturday's Wood. Best of luck to those guys. And speaking of the Wood Day card, how about Condo Commando? It would not have been a complete winter campaign without a Grade 1 winner and Eclipse Award finalist returning in this long, cold winter on a day. It was snowing in the Busher, but she just, despite not breaking all that alertly, did what she always does. That's win, and win by a lot.
She does. I was really impressed with this performance here to come back and just air like she did. It really showed that she's a filly that is going to be good, is going to match up with the best other 3-year-old fillies in the country. Hopefully she comes back here on Wood Day and struts herself again, and we see her down in Kentucky for the Oaks.
Yeah, who knows? Who might be the Oaks favorite? I'm a Chatterbox, won again at Fairgrounds today, but I'll tell you, I would not discount Condo Commando with the big blowout win in Saturday's Gazelle. She'll find herself no worse than 2nd or 3rd choice on the first Friday in May. We can move on to Lucky Lotto. We got to give some of the hard-hitting claimers some love, and we do just that. Began his career at Woodbine, was a pretty average synth horse, but the inner track agreed with Lucky Lotto, who ran 5 times and was just as solid as they come.
Yeah, Eddie Barker taking this horse and doing very, very well with him. Stepped him up in class, and he was fun to watch because he wouldn't win by that much, and he also wouldn't lose by that much either. So he really took to the inner track oval.
7-year-old gelding by Pure Prize out of a Dehair mare who, as it stands, is 8 for 29 in his career. Looking forward to him as the weather warms up and we get back on the wider outer track. We'll see if he can keep that good run going. And speaking of good runs, young rider Jose Ortiz, 21 years old, wrapping up what I believe is his first ever New York riding title. 77 wins for Jose Ortiz, who, Maggie, as we tape this show, is getting ready to ride upstart in the Florida Derby.
I mean, just 21 years old, and brother Irad coming in second, and he does pick up his first riding title here in New York. And I think it just goes to show what these kids, these guys grew up with and how they were kind of trained, if you will, to become jockeys. They have a great work ethic. They're personable. They just kind of have that natural knack on the back of a horse. And, I mean, they keep winning titles now, Jay.
They work hard, good attitude. Racing, riding is fun. They like being out here, and it's good to have these young ambassadors to the game. Jimmy Riccio, by the way, the agent of Jose Ortiz, does a terrific job, has got him in a number of high-percentage barns as we check out that view from the Manhattan Terrace, the Freedom Tower. This is the capital of the world and New York City's racetrack. And at a racetrack that is the Big Apple's racetrack, David Jacobson, born and bred in the Big Apple, he's put up some pretty big numbers. He's your leading owner and trainer. He comes at you with a big string, and he's just not afraid to get aggressive with his stock.
And I mean, he's won multiple inner track meets. He's won multiple overall NYRA year titles, and he's well on his way in 2015 to earning that once again, and to even be an owner as well. He's raking in all the cash.
37 wins as a trainer, 16 wins as an owner, and he is owning and claiming many more horses, it seems, currently than he was before under his own name. It seems like he's kind of separated a bit with Drawing Away Stable. He's got a lot of horses for Bruce Golden, but David Jacobson claiming horses that run in his own colors. 37 victories and 16 wins once again with the owner standings, but a whole good group of people up there, and we look forward to seeing them once again as the weather starts to get finally a little warmer here.
Yeah, we will, especially Mike Dubb and Mike Rapoli. They have some pretty nice horses coming for us.
The two Mikes. In fact, you'll have Mike Dubb with Condo Commando and the Gazelle. Mike will try to pull off the upset. Mike Rapoli in the Carter with Misconnect, who looked pretty good in the General George. And you and I, as we finish this show, still have to tape the National Racing Report. Not to be missed, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on MSG Plus at 6 p.m. Or Monday and Tuesday. We're running Wednesday, but you and I are going to have a lot to talk about.
We have an international National Racing Report, that's for sure. Checking out most of those Dubai races, as well as the 3-year-old preps, which are getting ready to run as we speak. So, action-packed National Racing Report.
We'll have a baker's dozen for you on that show again Monday, Tuesday, right here, MSG Plus, 6 p.m. We are dark tomorrow. No NYRA Rewards with Palm Sunday. And there's a love to the big man, Candid Desire. Chucky wasn't very secretive or candid there. And we'll see you next week for opening of the main track.